Welcome Moonbeams to another Oracle Over Tea episode. This is for our upcoming month of April and the energy it will contain for your life. So let's tap into the energies of these cards and the crystals and see which pile calls to you. So take some time, take a couple deep breaths, and see which one calls your attention. And yes, you can choose more than one pile if your soul calls to do so. And let's get into it. Let's see what the spirit guides have to say to you for your upcoming month of April. Pile 1, you chose the Carnelian, which is a very passionate, creative stone. And this is what your crystal looks like. It's a really sacral and root chakra crystal that taps into grounding yourself into creativity, transformation, shifting. So this is a great stone if you are on a soul transformation of change, or maybe tapping into your gift, whether that be artistry, intuition, or public speaking, any kind of gift you may have. This is the stone that will help you create new endeavors and new opportunities with it. So we're going to put your crystal off to the side and see what your cards possess. I met resistance with kindness. She has a little butterfly there. Great for summertime coming. Healing family lines. I have a feeling we're going into some kind of family trauma and healing it with kindness instead of combativeness. I'm also getting someone's hiding something. I'm also seeing a path with adoption and not knowing the secrets behind who you truly are and finding that out, finding out your heritage and what that possesses for you to know. Okay, let's see what pile. It wants to show us. This one jumps out at me. Okay. That one. Oh, they wanted me to flip that one for some reason. Almost like something's hidden, so we'll find out what that is. It's funny. It's just my instinct to flip it. Oh, underneath. Flip. Okay. Those cards have to say. So obviously we've got beauty, and that number 22 is jumping out. So I feel like your self-esteem has been lacking, your self-confidence is lacking due to the heritage that's branching towards you that you are uncertain of. So I feel like this is you within a tree of family. And these are the big hitters like grandma, grandpa, mother, father, siblings, aunts and uncles. Finding out your authenticity, who you really are amongst that heritage. I also feel like this is a transformation, especially with this carnelian, of finding out who you really are. That's also part of this is the year that you're slowly finding that out. Let's put these guys up here. Give us more room. There's that lack of confidence, like I had said earlier. Becoming who you're meant to become. And perhaps you're being protected from the truth because maybe this person who's holding the key to that information is afraid of hurting you or you hurting because of the truth. And there's that mask of hidden secrecy and you wanting to get to the truth with your arrow of truth. I feel like you've been thinking about this for a while. This is something that you've been really attached to this year. So there's been a lot of like pondering, meditating, contemplating. And now this is the month and the year where you're going to navigate and go towards the inner compass of your soul. And there's that mask again of finding the truth, unveiling that mask. It's so funny that we got the mask again. And I feel like there might be 2 people to 3 people involved in this secrecy. But there's one main one kind of controlling the truth. Okay. Let's go towards these and see. These are hard to shuffle. Let me try it this way. Let me see if ones jump out. Oh wait, that one does. Transformation. See what I said earlier about some of you are on your own soul transformation right now, and you're trying to find truth out about yourself, whether that's like doing an ancestral lineage, you know, going through all of your ancestral history to try to find, you know, information to find out who you are with everybody in that lineage. Okay. This is definitely a creative vibrational card, because you're being inspired to get to the truth this year. Of all years, it seems to be this is the year. Okay. Mentality. Okay. Courage, energy, and one more. Cycling new beginnings. Okay. Okay, so what these cards are mainly saying to me right now is you have to stay within your own confidence and stay calm when faced with adversity, whether this is you trying to find out your lineage or the hidden secrets or on your own path of self-transformation. Whether what path this leads you on or what you're grasping from this reading, it is going to be a new beginning because you will discover something this year. Whether it be small or big, you're going to discover something like a brand new baby being opened wide to a new view or a new point of view. You're going to see something within the horizon of these hidden secrets, or just trying to find clarity on what you're trying to accomplish. So they want you to have courage during this time, stay calm, and don't take the victim loss mentality. Don't feel like you lost something, but rather understand that you're gaining something amazing. Whether you may look upon it as negative, it really isn't. They're showing you that this is way more than just a negative aspect. It's a positive one, even though it might have a connotation of a negative. You're going to look at it as a loss, but really it's a gain because you're gaining something out of the loss. It turns the negative into a positive. Running out of room here. Put those up there. Okay. I do want to pull a color that I want you to work with during this month. And I want to see what color may come forth for you. Oh, it's the top one. Right. So grounding yourself in that creative energy. See it as a creative path that's showing you something very important with your learning, that you need to learn with all of this. They don't want you walking away as if you lost something, but rather you gain something, and you're freeing yourself from this pain, of healing this pain. And see all the red in this? They're telling you to use this creativity as a positive and to keep calm, be confident that you're walking away learning something and that you're going to heal something within yourself with what's going on with this path. Okay, so they do want you to look at it through different perspectives. Okay, I'm gonna fix these cards real quick. Give me a minute. Okay, that's much better. I do want to do one more color. I was pulled to do one more color for you. Okay, so this is to solidify that red color because through this path you're going to succeed with that new creative energy. That's a little bit funny to say the least. So we are definitely going to use that red color. There's even like a lot of red in this card as well. Okay, and I want to go and see what cosmic energy you will tap into for April. Okay. This is artistry, creativity. Look at that. Collaborating with others that may help assist you with these paths and opening doors to finding out the clarity and the secrets being hidden. This energy is very welcoming. It's not supposed to be looked upon as negative, but to bring and develop insight to the possibilities and the promises being broken and being mended and healing that family issue, or healing an issue within you, within your own soul transformation, and tapping into that shadow effect. So that is the cosmic energy that's coming forth, is this collaboration with even like your spirit family. and asking them for ancestral healing and help, right? It's tapping into those energies. I also want to see a positive affirmation that we can tap into as well. Quieting my ego. Yeah, and it goes back to this kindness, quieting your own wanting to be right about things and just simply listening with your intuitive, your spiritual side. Listening, not having to be boisterous and boastful when being guided on this path, but being more in control by tapping into your higher self, your higher soul, your guides, your spirit family, tapping into that cosmic vibration and finding out your own vibe, right? Understanding your own vibe within all of this. This could even mean going on a past life path and understanding who you are when it comes to your past life and tapping into that galactic cosmic vibration of where you've traveled. Did you stay on Earth strictly? Did you travel to other realms, other planets? What was that like for you? You could be on that journey as well, and healing traumas from past lives as well. So if you've been dreaming a lot and not understanding the people's faces that are around you, understand that this is a type of understand that this is a type of dream regression of your past lives so that you can better understand those past lives that you're having trouble overcoming and learning from. Okay. Okay, let's go with 2 more decks. So over to my side, I had 2 decks that were flipped upside down. They weren't like this, they were flipped upside down. So obviously that is Spirit trying to show me 2 more cards that I may have missed. This one is to focus on exactly what you want to achieve. You want to simply meditate and focus. And the pink is jumping out, the pinky purple, because it's focusing on loving and healing through love. This should be the key focus, not your ego, but understanding it from a higher point perspective, like your soul perspective, okay? And then the other card that jumped out was Spirit, the Spirit card, and Angels of 4 Directions, meaning this path, whatever this is, like with your past lives. Oh, geez, sorry, guys. Losing my cards here. Oh my gosh, hold on. Everything's falling apart, and that could be Spirit's way of saying you may feel like you're falling apart, but this is completely protected. This, whether it's your past lives, it's family, ancestral, finding your adoptive parents and understanding who they are, your soul transformation, whatever it is, they're trying to tell you that Spirit is helping you, it's protecting you, it's assisting you, whether it's spirit guides or your angels protecting the path while your spirit guides guide you. It is completely secured. So whatever you're doing, they're showing you it is secured and protected, and not to worry, that nothing is there to harm you, because you are on a very solidified learning path that they want you to be on. Okay. Fire, creativity, guys. Yeah, so it's your spirit energy with this reading is completely on point. They are telling you to create with this energy, not to look at it negatively, and to look for that number 7 and 22 as remembrances to this reading. They want these numbers to pop up to remind you to not think negatively, but think more positively. I'm going to lay that dead center so you don't forget. and use carnelian when you want to have a little bit more extra oomph to your energy with this path. And I wish you guys all the best of luck. Good luck, pile. Good luck, pile one. I love you dearly, and I'll see you on the next Oracle Over Tea. Welcome, pile two. You chose the rose quartz. This is what your crystal looks like. It's very loving. Rose quartz is all about that unconditional love. It almost makes you feel bubbly, calm, warm, and almost like you can take on anything when you're filled with love, right? I like that it's a good size palm, but it wanted to be part of this reading, so I chose that for you guys. And your main cards are going to be, I am courageous, steady, and strong. And some of you, this could be a spirit animal coming forth if you're used to seeing a lion or tiger in your path. This could be them connecting to you through the reading. So we're going to put him over here, or her. Your next card is a time for letting go. Okay, so these two cards are basically telling me that this reading is going to be about holding on to things that no longer benefit you, and that you need the courageous strength to let go of things. So we're going to put them right here, and we're going to see where to go next. Let's see. Oh, okay, I left two on the bottom there. Oh, that one. That one flew out. Okay. Well, let's see what the first one was. Unravel. You may be feeling like you don't know how to let go. You maybe feel confused as to how to necessarily do that. And that's okay. This is what this reading is for, is to kind of guide you in that direction. I like how she's trying to figure out the puzzle of getting her hands untied. I know that's some kind of kid's game. Oh, look at the black cat. Black cats are very intuitive, especially when it's all about mystery. Okay. Let's put him, put them up there like that. Okay. And if you follow these instructions, you're bound to gain something out of it. When letting go, we're always opening opportunity for new things to take place. So that might be their reasoning behind doing this particular reading for you and stressing that information to you right now. I love how the bear represents strength, because that's what this is all about, is the bear and the lion, strength, especially if some of you are drawn to a bear as your spirit animal. That is their way of coming through. Even those of you who are drawn to black cats, I do feel a strong animal spirit guidedness right now. And there's some of you might be drawn to the owl. They do want you to go into your mind and connect with them. By resting your mind, quieting your mind, and going into that solitude, you can hear their voices better. So So it's all about meditating and listening, being of silence. You have to want this path. You have to want to let go. If you don't have that frequency going, you're not going to accomplish what they're showing you you need to accomplish. You have to want to have this happen. And number 33 is jumping out at me as well. And then there's that pink. Look, there's that pink again, pulling in that love. Hi, Maxie. You come to join us? Yeah, they're basically saying this is a decision that's going to be on your behalf, that you have to decide to want this. Okay. It is a time for awakening. This is the time for revealing secrets, gaining clarity. And you may not get all of the answers you are seeking, but it's still going to reveal something to you that you may want to learn during this time. This to me is, and some of you may get a fox for a spirit animal. There's a lot of spirit animal activity going on. But this to me is your guides whispering to you what to do. It's not so much about secrets, even though it is kind of a secret between you and your guide on what to do. It's still showing me them speaking to you and you just going along your day straight forward, facing and not paying attention. So that's why they want you to go into solitude with your mind so that you can hear them better. That's what that card is saying to me. Which direction do I want to go? Let's go in this one. Okay. They want you to plan. They want you to journal. They want you to put your thoughts out on paper, because once you see it, you'll know which direction you need to start going, because you have to see it before you have to see it. You have to see it in the physical, because if it's in your mind, it's not physically in front of you, correct? So they want you to see it physically in front of you. This is them with your soul contract. This is your soul contract. This is all the past lives of the Akashic reading, or the Akashic, or what Spirit through me calls it, Akasha records. And this is your guides kind of discussing your soul contract so that they can relay it to you through whispering. So this is your past lives. This is your soul contract now, the life you're currently living, and them discussing what the next option is. So they are professionally assisting you. They're simply telling you what you came up with in your soul contract and what you need to hear at this time. But you going straight forward and forward ahead, face forward, you're not listening, and they need you to. Because if you don't let go, they can't release new frequencies and new learning paths before you if you don't do that, okay? I do want to get a color for you to work with for the month of April while you are working on letting go. Black to me is every color, which means a fresh new start and allowing yourself every opportunity that each color can possess. So the last color we got in the last group, in group 1 and pile 1, they got the color red, which had a lot to do with creativity. Yours is pink, which is coming from a view of love. I feel like a lot of you are scared to let go, especially if it's somebody in your life that you need to let go, because you may feel like, oh, they'll change, or oh, there's something there about them that I can't give up. And that's you possessing that love and wanting to show love, especially when you don't understand why they do what they do, correct? You know what I mean? So you keep hanging on. But they're telling you to understand that there's other kinds of love out there, that this person may not be giving you the love you need, but you can give somebody else love that is going to reciprocate that exact frequency, but in a much more beneficial way. And it's not so much giving up on this person. You can still be in their life, but you need to understand that you're not learning from whoever this is, that you keep going rounds and rounds because there is no subtle substance, not even the tiniest bit of substance being learned. It just keeps recycling. So that's why they're going with black. I'm also going to give you another color. No, sorry, that was from the last reading. I want to go to that. Let's do a little shuffle here. I felt hesitant on picking that last one. Alright, I want to go to these two. Okay. Ooh, okay. Staying calm. I am seeing lots of blue here. There is lots of blues and greens. And this to me is staying calm. You can still protect yourself, but it's staying calm while you do it. And the next color is that positive, uplifting, happy color, which means you don't have to always go negative. You can uplift yourself and be positive while you're trying to accomplish this path of letting go. Stay uplifted. Try to do things that make you happy. Do a little bit of self-care. Like I was telling a client the other day, self-care doesn't necessarily mean that you have to spend money. Simply journaling is self-care because you're releasing. You're letting your feelings out. You're talking it out. Right, guys? I mean, that's pretty much plain as day. They need you to listen because they possess your soul contract and only they know where you need to go. I'm going to fix your cards real quick, so give me 1 minute. Okay, that's a lot better. I'm gonna put this one up here. Oop, everything's getting messed up again. All right, I am going to pull a cosmic card and see cosmically what your cosmic guides want to say to you. Oh, okay. Your third house is popping in, and it does have to do with your own perspective and seeing things through a different lens. If you can see from the other point of view, if you can see through the point of view of a different life. Okay, so let's say for example, you need to change your outlook. Let's say, for example, it's a job or it's a person, or it's a relationship. Maybe you need to break up. Maybe you need to go to a different state. Maybe you need to change a house to an apartment, or an apartment to a house, and living on your own, your own way, and decorating things your way and not somebody else's way, and changing jobs. If you can see those other avenues through a different lens, maybe a different part of who you could be in those lives, it may give you a perspective of how things could be if you went that way. So it's almost tapping into your future self if you were to take that option. And it may reveal itself to you, okay? Do a little soul research is what I'd like to call it, which will help you with finding decisions that may have not have been there before, that you didn't maybe notice before, okay? So that's your third house coming in, which is all about seeing things from a different perspective and perception. I'm also going to get a affirmation card and see what that has to say. I want to go to this one. It's time to heal and evolve. So again, it is confirming that you have to let go in order to evolve, because if you keep doing the same thing, you're not learning, you're not allowing yourself to broaden and do things in a more fun way, or something more desirable, or something more beneficial. You're not doing things your way. You tend to listen to other people and what they want. You're not listening to yourself, and you're not evolving the way your higher self wants you to. Okay. And our final message, let's see what we get with that. Oh, I want to go to this one. It's funny how black tourmaline comes in because of the black and protection. I am seeing an owl feather, so those of you who are very drawn to owls, that's the spirit animal that's going to help you with mystery, magic, and cleansing. So while you're on this path, especially when you're dealing with a lot of negative aspects and negative thinking, you're going to want to cleanse your area as much as you can. Do a lot of cleansing. And I am feeling like I need to do 2 more cards that are going to branch off from this way of thinking. Okay, so let's see. This card. Self-care, guys. Like I had mentioned before, this is just them solidifying what I had already gotten for you. Doing just a little bit of self-care, and it does not have to take any money. You can do take a bath with some crystals. Put some crystals in water, wait 15-20 minutes and drink the water. That's putting vitamins in you every day. And have the courage to do what they're trying to tell you to do. Listening. Where's our listen card? There. Listen to what they have to say and have the courage to follow through with it. Okay? All right, pile 2. This was an amazing reading. They are showing you exactly what to do in letting go, but again, it does come back to you wanting to do it. Having the courage to take those steps forward to become who you are meant to be, not what somebody else wants you to be. And I love you, pile 2. I hope to see you on the next Oracle Over Tea. Welcome, pile 3. You chose the Labradorite, which is very high sheen. Has lots of beautiful colors to it. Blues and purples. And even some hints of green and orange. And that's your crystal. Let's see what your cards are. I am on the right path and divinely guided. Okay. The Wild Feminine. It's so funny, I just did an article for the Times magazine, which I'm the crystal writer, and I just did an article on feminine and masculine energy. It's so funny. So this is tapping into the feminine energy, and I find it very interesting that she is, you know, in her femininity, and the moon is very connected to feminine energy as well. It represents feminine, and the sun representing the masculine. And feeling very strongly in your femininity and choosing the right things for you. And I feel like most of you who are watching may be single and feeling these energies right now, or some of you may be wanting to feel more powerful in who you are. And this is your guide's way of sharing that energy with you and showing you that you're on the right path with feeling those feelings. So let's see what else they want to show us. I do feel that the wolf is part of this as well. If you are very drawn to wolf spirit animal energy, that is the key to this. So she's holding a book and contemplating. She may be dreaming up something or contemplating what she just read. And this could be also you with your soul contract and maybe thinking, how can I create with it? Tapping into that divinity. Actually, put this down here. Okay. Most people that are tapping into their feminine energy tend to connect to their spirituality and their intuition more, because masculine is all about doing, right? Action oriented, and the feminine energy is more about being silent, contemplating, tapping into that higher vibration. And this is what she's kind of doing here, just meditating, taking a pause to listen to the higher realm. And that's what they're telling you to do, is you want to create right now. This is a type of creating energy. And labradorite, so funny, is all about tapping into your intuition and hearing your guides better. So I find it very interesting that they chose that stone for this, because this is all about your guides helping you to create this very feminine, strong energy. They really want you to tap into that strength and courage and self-confidence. Let's go to this one. If some of you have the rabbit as a spirit animal, that's another one coming forth. And for some reason, I don't know why I kept seeing a spider here, but it's not. It's the rabbit. A picture of the rabbit. But I still feel like a spider is coming into this, because spiders create with their webs. And they take care of their own. They're very loyal to those around them. And this is, you could even be trying to find recognition and even a path of self-awareness, and really trying to find out who you really are, away from masculinity or someone who was around you that was very egotistical or very bonded to their ego, very narcissistic. I feel like you've been pulling away from that masculine energy, and you're really tapping into this cozy, warm, comfy femininity. And this has become your identity for this year. There it is again with the timeout, going into solitude. I am also seeing journaling. The last group also got journaling. I feel like journaling right now, especially in the month of April with the warm weather coming, getting out into nature is a perfect time to journal and get your thoughts out creatively into a journal, and just taking the time to really get to know who you are as a soul in a human experience. This goes back to whoever this was. This is you kind of contemplating leaving, you making the action to do so, and this person just is still in that, stuck in that narcissistic, egotistical energy, and they think that they won, but you are the one that won. Your guides are telling you, you are the common ground. You are the energy that by closing one door, you've opened up. See this whole other world around you, you've opened up like a flower. You're blooming. You're blooming. You're finding your identity. You're blooming into what you're meant to do. For some reason I want that one. Yeah, they really want you out in nature. They want you to meditate and journal and get into music, especially metaphysical music that is very in tune with who you are. You may be finding also a new kind of music that you're really getting into, and whether that's like singing bowl music or maybe it's a humdrum. They're still showing you this music is meant for you, and it's meant to open the frequencies within you so you can tap into your higher self much better. Let's see, I want to see what these have to say. Consciously be aware of gratitude, because it releases endorphins in the brain and makes you feel more happy. So in your journal, you always want to just every day leave a part of you in the journal that you're grateful for. I'm also getting a butterfly with this gratitude. So perhaps maybe drawing a butterfly to remind you that you're still blooming, or you're still evolving as a soul here on earth, and that it takes time to get all the learning done that you wanted to learn, or experience, I should say, all the learning you wanted to experience. And the butterflies to remind you that you still have the freedom to keep creating and keep understanding who you are, that this is not a journey that just is like a chore where you're check marking. This is supposed to be an experience, good and bad. It's still supposed to be experience to be learned. Okay. Why have them like that? Yeah, okay, so I think they made me do that because some of you may feel backwards, like almost like you don't know how to go forward. You keep going backwards. You keep cycling. That's what they're showing me with this card. Same thing with the balloon. You keep cycling. You're not just popping the balloon and trying something new. And that might be why you're feeling backwards, because it's not something you're consciously comfortable with. And that's the whole point. They want you to not be comfortable. That's the whole point. They want you to get out of your comfort zone. They want you to experience things that you've never experienced before. And there was something else. Oh, the number 7 keeps popping out. The 7, number 11, and number 4, as well as number 2. It all seems to be a reminder of this energy that they want you to come out of your comfort zone. They want you to take chances. They want you to go after things that you normally wouldn't go after. You know what? I want to see what color, before I move on to that, I want to see what colors that we can, let me shuffle these real quick. I want to see what color or colors they give you to work on. I want you to focus in on these colors for this month. green, definitely nature. I'm definitely seeing a lot of summer flowers, greenery that will work on, and this is revitalize your nervous system, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting more of revitalize your confidence and have the nerve to go after things that you normally wouldn't be comfortable going after. So that's that one there. And there is another color. Group 1 got red too. And this has to do with creating this energy. There's a lot of creative flow going and letting go of parts of yourself that you normally wouldn't want to let go of. So it's freeing yourself from yourself, basically, is what I get from that card. Okay, so Maria, my guide, said there's one more card. Aqua. So those of you who prefer to be around water rather than nature, this is your card. And they're telling you to go after that because the water is going to open up a vortex of communication from the other side. And see, there's that 33 that I was getting earlier from another group. You're also tapping into that 3 number of the, it's almost like a pyramid is what I keep seeing, where the energy is pointing right at you, like an arrow or a pyramid of strong energy vortex. And that's what water does. It opens up an energy vortex directly at you so that the communication comes directly to you. And this is an experience to kind of work with, to see how your guides work with water. That's why you get ideas in the shower all the time. Okay, I want to cosmically see what your galactic family has to say, your ancestors, your ancestral guides. Okay, Jupiter. Rolling the dice, taking risks, expanding into the realm of not being comfortable. Just, you know, there's luck behind you. They're telling you take a chance. Travel the spiritual realm of the physical, materialistic world and like balance the two to show you a chance of great potential, right? Something that's foreign to you that you aren't comfortable with. That's what they keep pushing you to, not staying safe, but expanding. I also want to get an intention card and see what intention. There's your card right there. Okay, opening your mind. Because if you're not open to these new experiences, how are you ever going to gain the wisdom that you sought after when you, oh my gosh, my guy just pointed out the pyramids. Oh my gosh, that is freaking me out. That is hilarious. Open your mind to the vortex. That's so funny. Wow. Okay. So they're telling you to trust that. How are you ever, you came here for a reason. You came up with a soul contract. You wanted to learn a lot of things. That's why a lot of things in your life are heavy and you have a lot of confusion on which direction to go. This is for a reason, because you were an eager soul. You wanted to learn. You didn't want to waste your time here. So you kind of piled a lot of stuff on yourself. But this is the month where you're going to start taking it easy with this new summer energy. And you're really going to tap into yourself and opening the vortex to opening your eyes to other possibilities that you may have not been comfortable with before, but you're giving yourself a chance to try now. That's the whole point of this card, is to open yourself up to that learning and just trust that it's going to take you somewhere amazing. Good or bad, it's still going to teach you something great that you can take back with you and review it and understand that your soul definitely learned from it. Okay, we're going to do 3, maybe 4 more cards. Okay. There's that feminine divinity, feminine energy of personal power. And again, coming back to these spirit animals coming forth, they're showing you to tap into them as well for help. That's where that creative energy is going to come in. And I want to see what, these cards are kind of hard to shuffle, but we'll see what we get. Oh, I want to go to this one here. Be bold. Exactly. Be bold about this. Don't stay comfortable. Be bold. Go after the things that you've been wanting to go after. Experience the things that you've been wanting to experience. This one. This is a time for you to renew yourself. This is all new. This is all new energy for you. This is all brand new. It's going to be uncomfortable at times. It's going to feel icky. It's going to feel like, ugh. But you're going to come out the other end just feeling light and happy and amazing. You know, I didn't use these cards on any of the other piles, but for some reason, when I was getting this ready for your pile, getting your cards ready for pile 3, I looked at this deck and was like, I have a feeling I'm going to be using these cards. This is why you don't want to take the bold chances, because you are still healing from past issues, but you're slowly getting there. You're slowly tapping into your higher self. You're taking the baby steps needed, even though sometimes it feels icky. Okay. And I feel like a lot of you aren't even talking about half the things you're going through because you don't want to scare people off, or they're not into this kind of thing. You may be still stuck in that 3rd dimension where people aren't open to what you're experiencing yet. So you're kind of going along this alone, which is awesome. Sometimes you don't need people. Maybe you just need your guides, and that's the whole point. And you're going to find like 1 or 2 people that are into this. I mean, if you found this video, then you're already on your way to finding people that think like you, if you haven't found them already. And Mother Gaia, she is the pivotal, and I just said this in my article for Thymes, she is the pivotal point, focus for feminine energy here on earth. She represents it. She is it. So again, going out into nature and tapping into her, going out into water. She possesses both earth and water. So tapping into her, I mean, gosh, guys, seriously, that's amazing right there. She represents it perfectly. So if you were going to tap into anybody's energy, it would be her. And use your labradorite, if you have one, to listen to her, tap into her energy, using this as a frequency booster or an amplifier. And same thing with your guides. Use it as an amplifier to listen and hear your guides while you're in this contemplation, meditation, and writing it down in your journal. And I wish you all the best, Group 3. This was an amazing reading, and I truly, truly love you guys, and I hope to see you on the next Oracle Over Tea. Before I let you guys go, I do have a final message as a collective for you guys, just some final thoughts that maybe the guides want to show us, and release some vibrational energy into your life that you can use for the month of April. So let's just see what kind of final message they may have for us as a collective that we can prepare for in this month. For some reason, that one keeps popping out. I'm gonna go with that one. That one. Oh, that one fell. Oh, and that one. Okay. We're just gonna see so far what they have to say. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Anyway, well, let's see. I trust the change unfolding in my life. And we did talk about a lot of change with 3 piles. So that is very, very right and on point. I meet resistance with kindness. And this is actually for pile 1, I believe, had this one. So they're repeating a message from one of the piles. They're repeating, wow, guys, you see me pull those cards. They are repeating from the piles. That's crazy. Collaborating, Collaboration brings more sweetness into my life and into the world. So as a collective, just like the bees flock to the one source, love source, their queen, which would be our higher source of love, which you would consider God, that is going to bring better energy into your life if you collaborate with that energy and collaborate with others that are drawn to that energy. Okay. I honor the natural process of growth and transformation, and all these readings were about tapping into that transformation and bringing change, letting go of things, allowing new energies to take place. My home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. So again, you're going to want to create a loving, intuitive space that brings inspiration, cleansing, protection, and just is your self-care area. And you're going to want to use this new summer energy to create that little sacred space for yourself where you can do these things, where you can just tap into feminine energy, which is all about just simply silence and being in the present moment, whereas masculine is all about doing. But you want to tap into that feminine energy, which is very intuitive, very loving, very creative, and bringing that benefit into your life where it's just flowing, and you go to that space and you know that that energy is going to be there at all times. Okay, let's see what else they have to say. This just boggles my mind because these were both in 2 of the readings. I think pile 1 and pile 2, that was in both your readings. So funny. Okay. Trust that your guides are continuously helping you. They're doing everything they can to help you. One of the piles was all about letting go, releasing, and just saying farewell to old energy. That is so very important, especially with this new summer energy. The new summer energy is bringing in a new vibration. It's showing you exactly what you need to do. Even that means throwing things out that no longer serve your sacred space, your home, your office, just diving down deep and just getting rid of it all. Taking the time to just remove things and allowing new energies to take place and replace that old energy. There's that rabbit again. I believe it was pile 3 that got the rabbit as a spirit animal. So that is coming through again for you guys to observe this new energy and what it's going to do for you. Have the patience to let it come through though. I know a lot of you are eager, I want it now, I need it to happen now, but they're telling you to, if you stay silent, you rest your mind, you just stay in the moment and be patient, it's going to show up and it's going to grab your attention and you're going to be like, wow, it's happening. Okay, especially if you see that rabbit, that's going to be an indicator that it's on its way. 2 more cards. Having the confidence to allow this new energy to flow, letting go, having the confidence to let go, and allowing new energies to come forth. Use this summer energy to allow it to happen. And always look forward and ahead because they are preparing you for something huge to make its way towards you. Let's find out real quick what that could be. I really want to go to a color that's going to be an indicator that this is coming for you. Pink. Okay, the color pink. It could be a very bright pink, which gets your attention right away. And purple. So, and there's the pink again. So if you see pinky purple colors, that's going to grab your attention that this is on its way. And let me see what that looking forward ahead is. Okay, let me see where they're going with that. Okay, if you lack the wanting to discover, you're going to lack what's going to come ahead for you. You have to want it, okay? That's what they're telling you. This pink and purple is kind of like a reminder that you have to want it to bring it in. You have to want it to bring it in. Okay, final card with this looking forward ahead. If you give out, you will receive. If you give out what you will receive. If you give, you will receive. Okay? So look ahead, because they want to be generous with the energy right now. They want to give you because you have been giving to others. You have been giving of yourself. So this is why they're telling you to look ahead. What you're lacking, it will be replaced. You will discover what's going to be achieved and the generous offer that's going to come into your life. It's going to show up, and the pink and purples are going to be like a heads up of like, it's about to happen. All right, guys, that is your final message. I look forward to seeing where this goes, and pay attention to the number 7. It's going to be a huge number for you guys for the month of April and this summer new energy and soul transformation and these changes. So I wish you guys all the best of luck. I love you, and I hope to see you on the next Oracle Over Tea.